What's going on, guys? I just finished The Great War of Separation, and I gotta say, man, I love Chuck Dixon's work. He is one of, if not my favorite writer as far as comics are concerned, and this is just another good one from him. So to quickly sum up the story, we are shown uh, the inciting incidents as far as what led to the Great War that's been mentioned in several of the Rippaverse comics. As I said, we get the inciting incident as far as some of the following steps that really kind of help push a war into plan, um, both from a person standpoint to a political standpoint, and all of the things in there. And we see some new faces, a new villain in particular, and some familiar ones, as you might have guessed if you're familiar with the Rippaverse comics. Brian Solari is one of those familiar faces. He has been mentioned as being a hero of this war, and so we definitely start to see um, a lot of actions taken and how he fits in and all of that. But that is where I'll leave it for right now. I don't really want to give too much away. Um, Overall, I found this book very engaging. I will say it's a little heavier on the dialogue than the action, but again, the dialogue is engaging. I'm just turning the pages and going, okay, yeah, I'm really enjoying the story. So that's not an issue. There's still plenty of action in there. Um, but I would say if you're looking at as far as percentage, dialogue to action, you're probably going to be looking at more of like a 70-30, maybe a 60-40 dialogue to action. But it's written so well, I doubt you're going to mind. Um, and I find that this is a common theme as far as engaging dialogue with Chuck. And not to not to just gush all over about him, but I really do like his writing quite a bit. Whether it's been with the Rippaverse or teaming up with Graham for things over there at Compass Comics, or even some of his earlier Marvel works. Like I have some Punisher comics that he did. All very good and engaging stories. Um, and I referenced a new villain, and we have him as Zeno. And I mentioned during my unboxing video that he kind of reminds me a little bit of like Clayface, and also like the mutated Emil from RoboCop. The way he's just kind of deformed looking, especially here on the cover. Um, I'm very interested to see like what the full extent of this man's powers are, because if the cover gives you any kind of indication, he seems completely bulletproof, and I want to know what else he can do. And also, there were some indications that he is similar to that of Clayface. I saw him kind of like throw his arm into another person's mouth, actually very similar to that of the T-1000 from Terminator 2, but not to go completely through like in Terminator 2, but just something I've noticed. Um, but I would say that this is definitely in the upper tier of the Rippaverse comics, top five definitely. I'm kind of thinking that it's uh, still below Horseman and Alpha Core, and probably battling it out for third with Bloodruth as far as my own personal um, tier list would be concerned there. And I'm really looking forward to continuing. We didn't get the full story on this one. It is to be continued, so there's definitely a second one coming, and I'll be right there for it. And if this sounds like something that interests you, be sure to check the link in the description as to where you might be able to get a copy for yourself. But that is all I have for today, guys. So until next time, take care and God bless.